Hey everyone, welcome to Reasons for Roots. Today I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek into my 8-year-old second grader, newly turned 8 may I add, special needs child's day. So he starts out the day usually around 8 with his schoolwork, but he's enjoying this cool morning, so I'm letting him play outside. The first thing we do when he's ready to start school is Bible time. So we use Bible Road Trip for his Bible curriculum, and he does really well with that. So I usually read a resource that is scheduled with the book, plus the Bible lesson itself. And he plays with Play-Doh or Legos or something while I read. So Bible Road Trip usually takes around 20 to 30 minutes for us to complete a whole lesson.
God raises up a deliverer. Do you remember the famine in Israel and how God's people had to leave their country and how Joseph took care of them?
So after I read the lesson, then he will complete his notebooking pages. And here is when I work on copy work. We really work on handwriting skills during the notebooking pages. He loves to draw little pictures if there's room for that on his notebooking pages. But I have seen a big improvement in his handwriting since I have started doing the copy work into his notebooking pages and just really focusing on his very best handwriting. He likes to go back over his pencil drawing with his crayon. So next we move into first language lessons, and we are really enjoying this as well. Today we are actually listening to the story through the CD, and then he will narrate it back to me. I believe first language lessons has helped with his vocabulary, with his speech, through formal narrations, and also just the way they ask questions has been phenomenal. There are several copy work sections as well as memorization of the grammar concepts. There's songs and fables that are told throughout the book, and we have really just enjoyed this approach to language arts and has really helped him a lot. That usually takes no longer than 15-20 minutes. Then we move into his phonics, which is through Delightful Reading through Simply Charlotte Mason. So this is a multi-sensory approach. There's flashcards, there's letter tiles, there's a little bit of copy work. But today was a review day, and every day though, I have him spell words that pertain to the lesson on the whiteboard, and that's helped him be a better reader and a better speller. So I've just been pulling his spelling words from the phonics course and what we're focusing on that week. So he has really enjoyed this. This has been exactly what he needed to help him cement the phonics and to blend better. We take a break for lunch, and my oldest son kind of helps me with that. And so at this point in time, we've already done the group work with my oldest. He's had about a good 2-3 hour break, and now it is right after lunch, and we are going to finish up his school. We are going to do math, and then we are going to do a reading from his fable book, and he will write in his journal. Okay, so for math, he is on Ron and Staff Math 2. We are in workbook 3. There are 4 workbooks for level 2. So he's almost done with the 3rd book, but something with Ron and Staff is the flower charts and the bee charts. Now you can make these yourself. You can order, and they give you a little template. See, I've lost some and I've had to make some myself, but these charts are really helpful. They help memorize the triplet chart, or the triplets they call them, and this has been very helpful. And there is tons of review with Rod and Staff. So that's what I really like about Rod and Staff, is it introduces a new fact, and you stay with that fact for probably 4 to 5 days, okay, with that new fact. And then there's tons of review. So this is more of a review lesson. So this is where they're reviewing all the triplets that they have learned. They're answering some problems. They have, you can see what kind of addition they're doing, clockwork, double digit subtraction, and they're in triple digit addition. And there's always speed drills too. We don't do the speed drills, And usually, because there are so many problems, and I feel like this is a lighter lesson than normal, I usually just like pick a row. So if he does all this row correctly, that's okay. We're going to move on and we're going to do this row here. I don't make him do every single problem because his attention span can't handle that quite yet. But we do a little bit of all that they schedule for the day. So this is a new lesson here. This is introducing a new bee to the bee chart. And so we spend some time going over that. And then you can see there's practice. There's some more problems, clockwork, word problems, fractions, and then a new lesson. Money counting. So there's always some sort of review too. But we really like broad and staff math. I used it with my daughter and it really helped her, and he is doing really well with it as well. So also something I do for him is either I read from Fables, 50 Famous Stories Retold, or the Child's First Book of History, and then he will write or draw a picture, and then I'll write his narration. Sometimes we do copy work in his little primary book in our primary journal, and he really enjoys this. He loves the fables, and his best drawings actually come from 50 Famous Stories Retold, and this book is working really well for history. So it's 12:45 and he is done with school. His big brother actually made him lunch for me today because he loves to cook. My senior loves to cook. So he cooked lunch for all of us, and I was helping my 8th grader while he was doing that. And so he's had lunch. We're finished with school. We usually do some sort of reading practice in the afternoons where we sit down and just practice reading, but usually that happens around 4-ish or so. But overall, his school took probably an hour and a half or so, and he has lots of breaks. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and let me know you're here.